But if I never met you, there has to be at least 50 people in your cell phone I don't know, right? That's a small number, I'm just using it for figures. And there's 50 people in my cell phone you don't know. And it doesn't matter how close she is to you. There's 50 people in your cell phone, you know, that you guys don't know each other. You don't know each other. Those 50 people. And it goes vice versa for every single person. I said, if there's at least 50 people, do you think if we called every single person up, and I put money on it, if we called all 50 people that didn't know each other, and we said this, what's a good friend of yours name? Person. Jenny?
Person other than her?
Okay, yeah,
Ashley.
Ashley. And we call Ashley and say, hey Ashley, how you doing? Good, good. All right, listen, that's good to hear. Listen, hey, it's a shot in the dark. Are you open to look at another way of making money? Most of the time they say this. Yes, I am. Of course I am. Depending on what it is. Well, have you heard of Mynt? No. Heard of that? What's that? No one's heard of Mynt. It's brand new. We're 7 months into pre-launch now. We don't even launch till January. You guys ever want to be in the beginning of something?
How shocked were we when someone told us 2 days ago that they had heard of it?
Oh, one person. Yeah. Let's just get it. We almost So, yeah, that was in Orlando. Oh, yeah, you gotta go to the. I don't want to say that. That's how you live it. But, yeah, no one's heard of Mynt, and they go, well, have you looking for another way to make money? Yes. Depending on what it is, have you heard of Mynt? No. Well, what is it? Listen, let's meet for 15 minutes. I want you to meet my friend Frankie. I want you to meet my friend Jeff. I think I'm on something. I think you can make some money. Is 7 or 8 o'clock better? Whoa, what is this thing? You know, what is it? Listen, let's meet at 7. It's only going to take 15 minutes. It's 7 or 8 o'clock better. I'm not going to pick you up. I can do 7 o'clock. All right, I'll see you there. Fine, boom. Then you call Jeff or me and you say, hey Frankie, hey Jeff, how you doing? Good. Listen, what do you got going at 7? Well, I already got a meeting going, but you're going to say, oh, well, listen, I got someone that wants to see the opportunity. I'm bringing them over. He's going to say, all right, cool. Boom. That's the business. You guys don't, people looking up here, they're saying, wow, Frankie, he's all crazy. When they give you a free car, they give your friends free cars, and they start paying you $1,000 a week, you'll be jumping up and running around the neighborhood naked too. Forget that last one.
By the way, I still have to pay the neighbors now for that.
But, guys, you got that threw me off. But, what was I at? We have fun with this thing. Listen, we have fun with this.
You have a good time and you only need 4 people.
You only need 4 people, so I said, like, if everyone knows 4 people, I said, this thing could work. Then I started thinking this. I was approached by all these new companies, Wake Up Now, Vima, Visalis, Cellularis, Cutco, the Nags, and stuff. I got approached by everything. Frankie, come on, you want to make some money. You know, I was like, get in the top. They're like, okay, this is what they usually say. They go, get in the pyramid, you're going to be at the top. We're in the beginning. You know, like I'm saying, oh, we're in Mynt, we're in the beginning, you're going to be the top of the pyramid, you're going to make all the money, everyone's going to be below, you're going to be rich. Just like that, they talk really fast. And they said, and I would go like this, I go, okay, cool. But what they didn't know is I watched my dad for the last 6.5 years, do this money plan in front of the room since I was 16 years old. And he would always use a statistic. And there's a collegiate study that was done on multi-level marketing, relationship marketing. They did a study, and they found out that 97% of all startup MLM companies fail. They fail 97% of them in the first 5 years. So when they would come up to me, these new companies, you're going to be in the beginning, come on, everyone's going to be below, you're going to be rich, come on.
Why do they fail?
They fail because it's lack of capital. They just have enough money to keep going. So basically, they come up to me and say, come on, Frankie, we're rich. The people that get in first make all the money. I say, that's true. The people that do get in first with these things usually make all the money. But I would quietly say this. I'd say, listen, thank you, but I'm not willing to take a 97% chance risk of failing. You know, that was just me. When we get on a plane and bring our families on a plane, that had a 97% chance of falling out of this country. No, absolutely not. So I was definitely not going to bring my family and friends into a business that had a 97% chance of failing. We're better off going to the Hard Rock and playing the slots, you know, and that'll be better. You know, so that's why I never joined the new companies, you know, because they had a high risk of failure. Now the old companies would come up to me, you know, great big companies. Thank God for them. We would never be here unless these companies were here. Herbalife, Amway, you know, Avon, Mary Kay. So Avon, 100 years old. Mary Kay, 56 years old. Herbalife, 60 years old. Amway, 75 years old. Big companies, great companies. You know, you would never knock them. But they would come up to me and they go, Frankie, listen, we're not like those small companies. We have job security. And I go, well, I like job security. I want job security. I want to know if I'm putting work in and I'm putting efforts into something that I'm going to be rewarded back, again and again for my efforts, But what I did is I did due diligence on that too, and I went to the top 100 earners for multi-level marketing, and I went back 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, 25 years, 30 years. You guys can do the same research. I went back and I seen these Herbalife names and all these, and I went back to 5, 10, 15, all the way back 30 years. And I found out that the names never changed. The people keep making all the money. The guys that got in first, So I was like, basically I was like, in my head I said, if there was money to be made in these big companies, yes, they're great companies with great products, it was made a really long time ago. So this is what we got. You could go up to someone and you could go say, hey, have you heard of Mynt? And know what they're usually going to say? No, I never heard of it. We're leveraging that. You're only new once. Once you're not new anymore, you're not new. You got 5 years of being new. And the people that do get it first usually do make all the money. I'll prove it to you. My dad got in Monty when he was about, he was 3.5 years old, made hundreds and hundreds of thousands. The guy that got him involved was Matt Curtis. He made $10 million, he was in Lantana, made $10 million in the last 8 years. He got him when he was 2 years old. The guy that got him involved was Stephen Gino Merritt from Lantana, and he made $50 million, over $50 million in the last 8 years. And he got him when he was 1.5 years old. Frankie, what are you trying to say? We're 7 months old. The best people aren't even in yet. What does that mean? They're underneath you. And I love it because you see all these supplements and stuff like this. This, I guarantee it. I'm a personal trainer. This will be in gyms. Guaranteed. The products are great. They're marked down to the right price where they can put them out. I'm telling you, this will be in gyms. It's not in any gyms yet. And we're in Palm Beach County. It's one of the biggest counties in the United States.
Touches the world.
It touches the world. This will be in gyms, and it's not in any gyms right now. What does that mean? The gyms are going to be underneath you, and you're going to make money off them. So you can call yourselves lucky, you can call yourselves blessed. I like to call myself blessed. You're at the right time, because Mynt is brand new. It's brand new. We wish we were in the beginning of Mary Kay. That's a makeup company. If the makeup company came up to me and I knew it was going to be a multi-billion-dollar company, Mary Kay, the makeup company, and they said, Frankie, Jeff, do you guys want to be the first ones to open up Mary Kay in Florida? And we knew it was going to be a success. Me and Jeff would have been running to the front of the room, putting makeup on YouTube girls, and I would be the best at facials. Why? Our kids and our kids would be millionaires, because we knew it was going to be a great company. Frankie, what are you trying to say? I related it in my head to this. Coke made Sprite, right? Yeah, you can go on Coke.com or Coke, and go on Sprite.com or Sprite, but it's still owned by Coke. Follow me? Yeah? So Coke made Sprite, but it didn't matter how long it took Sprite to get successful. It could have took 5 years. Sprite could have literally been losing money for 30 years. They could have been losing money, but Sprite was never going to fail. Why? Coca-Cola had such deep pockets, they made so much money that Sprite was never going to fail. It was going to make it, it didn't matter how long it took. Reason being is because Coca-Cola already made Coke. All they had to do was mirror the company on the Sprite, and it was going to make it, right? They already knew how to do it. It's the same thing. You got me. Can I get an energy? Hold that real fast.
Want to drink it?
No, I don't want to drink it. I just want to hold it. So, it's the same thing. Coke, Sprite. Coke, Sprite.
There you go.
Yes? Coke, Sprite. Bonavie, do you think Bonavie, the fastest billion-dollar company in U.S. history, faster than Google, faster than Apple, faster than Microsoft? We're not bigger than Microsoft or Google. We just did $1 billion faster. Now, 9.5 years later, $4 billion in sales. Do you think that Bonavie's going to let this fail? No. Absolutely not. So, but I never thought I would do this industry because you either had to get in a new company to make the money. The old companies, the money was already made, but you had job security. But I wasn't going to join it because everyone's already heard of it. You go to Herbalife, and Amway people, they go, hey, have you heard of Herbalife? And Amway, they go, oh, my cousin didn't make no money in that thing. My brother, he tried that. So that's why I never do something like that. But then, the new companies, you have a 97% chance of failing. So, for 5 years. But the only way to make money is get in the beginning. So I'm like, that's why I came to the conclusion in my own head. I said, I'm never going to do this industry. I was never. It's too much of a risk, and it's just not worth it. You're going to give it a whole, you get it? Then I was like, so I'm never going to do this. When I figured this out, that Bonavie did the fastest $1 billion in U.S. history. And they did it 4 times. Could they at least do $500 million with this energy drink and those workout supplements? The energy drink market's going, Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar is going from $10 to $25 billion in the next 3.5 to 5 years. That's the fact. Whether we do the energy drink business or not, it's going to make money. Monavie seen that. They said, I want to take a little piece of the market share for us. They know that Rockstar, Red Bull, they're still going to make their money. They said, let's just take a little bit of the new $15 billion coming in the next 3.5 to 5 years. Monavie also looked at the wellness industry. They said, they found out that this industry is, in the last 6 years, went from $200 billion to $700 billion. And it's predicted by 2017, the next 2.5 years, this industry is going to $1 trillion, another $300 billion. So, whether we're in this or not, it's going to make money. That's why you see LA Fitnesses and Planet Fitnesses popping all over the place, right? Everyone wants to be a personal trainer now. There's gyms everywhere now. It's just people, it's actually a statistic that people know that Coca-Cola and Sprite and all these sodas isn't good for them. You know, you see gluten-free everywhere, non-soy. You know, people are more health conscious now. People know that fast food's not good for them. So they're saying, if there's a health movement going on right now, saying maybe we should put something a little better in our body and not put this junk in our body. That's what's happening right now. And I said this, both industries are going up. Monavie did the fastest $1 billion in U.S. history. They did it 4 times. Could they at least do $500 million with this and those supplements? I said, I'm not playing off guessing. These guys did the fastest $1 billion. They did it 4 times. They could do this, you know? So I said, I'm playing off track records. I said, I wouldn't bet against them. And just, make a long story short, you could get in a startup company and have the chance of making the big money and not take the 97% chance of failing. So, our friends are already drinking this stuff. I bet if you walk into a friend's house today, you will find an energy drink in the fridge. If not, you will find workout supplements or some kind of protein powder in the pantry. Guaranteed. People are buying this stuff anyways. We're not changing that. They're already spending the money every month. We're just saying, we're just changing the brand. Right? So, guys, if you make a long story short, when I recognized that in my head, I said this, I know that this is not going to let that fail, and that's going to at least do $500 million. We already did $5 million in sales, and now they did $1 million on the first day. That's how fast this is going. So, you're at the right time because Mynt's brand new. You're at the right place because Monavie owns it. That's the truth. I only joined this company because Monavie owns it. And I'll tell you that right now. But the biggest thing is you're with the right people. There's people joining MLMs and probably people joining Mynt somewhere randomly. But if you don't have, you could have a great product and you could have a great compensation plan that pays very well. And a company with integrity that's going to make sure you get paid. But if you don't have the right team that knows how to do it, it don't matter. That's the truth of this industry.
Frank, what level did you what level did you get your income to in the last 90 days?
In the last 90 days?
Yeah, these guys they walked in like.
Okay, I got it to now. I hit gold this week, and that's an average of gold. We're not allowed to lie. Gold, this is an income disclosure statement. The government, we're not allowed to say, hey, I'm a gold, I'm making $500,000 a year. We're not allowed to say that. They take an average of all the distributors, and this isn't the high, this isn't the low, this is the average. The average gold, which I just qualified for this week, is $53,000 a year. That's roughly $1,000 a week.
Hard time.
Hard time. I don't know what you would do. Caesar.
Yes.
Caesar, what do we do for a living?
I bartend.
We bartend.
Yes, sir.
Nothing special. How much did you make this week on the side?
500.
500 a week. How much do they pay extra for a car payment a month for you?
400.
How many people do you put in?
4.
Come on.
That's it.
I mean, if that doesn't fire you up, I don't know what does. There's nothing wrong going to college. Me and Caesar didn't go to college. I mean, I'm going to school for real estate, but we didn't. We're just normal guys just doing this thing. So, it's happening. People are making money. I don't know what you guys would do with the money. You're not going to do this because Jeff brought you. And Patrick, you're not going to do this because Ty brought you. I'll tell you that right now. You guys will only do this for you. You're not going to do it for them. You would do something like this and say, listen, I see the vision, and I see what Frankie's saying. The company's not going to, it's a company with integrity that's going to make sure that this company succeeds. They're saying they're willing to help me. You don't, what are you trying to say, Frankie? We don't do this. Frankie, I can't sell product. I haven't talked about a product the whole time. I only say that's all natural, that's it. You know, I don't do this. Me and Carlos don't do this. Do you want some protein and pre-workout? We don't do that. We do not do that. We show people another way of making money. That's it. You guys don't have to be, how is Caesar making an extra? Caesar gets a call today. He goes, man, they called me today. He goes, Frankie, what does this mean? I'm gold? They said, Frankie, they called me and they said, Frankie, they're like, Caesar, you're about to qualify gold. He goes, Frankie, what's gold? I'm like, Caesar, I'm like, in this business, Caesar, you don't even have to know what you're doing. He goes, Frankie, I don't know what I did this week, but I got paid an extra $500. You know? He goes, Frankie, I'm about to be qualified gold, and he goes, I'm like, see, that's an average of an extra $1,000 a week. Is that right? He goes, yeah. You know? So let me just finish this up, because we're done here. I already went too long. I just get excited. But this is crazy. Now, I wish I had the opportunity you guys have right now. Whoever's new in this room, they actually, before you had to either get in our businesses for, if you wanted to just, Frankie, I see the vision gas kind of a deal, and I want to finish this real fast. You don't have to be a great presenter. You don't have to get, Frankie, I can't present like you in front of the room, and I can't do stuff like this. Just be a good inviter. Caesar's a great inviter.
Yeah.
And he got him an extra $500 to $1,000 a week.
Just a great inviter.
He's a great inviter. That's all he does. He goes, invites, he goes, are you looking to make more money? The only way you could fail in this business is if you're scared to talk to your friend and say, hey, are you open to look at another way of making money? And they say no, and you go, oh, I'm done. That's the only way you're going to fail is for that reason. But guys, this is how you get in. And I kind of feel bad. We don't have apps
Can you
now.
go to the amounts to get in?
Oh, I'm going to go over them now.
Yeah.
Those?
Yeah, I just want to, I mean, I have some down. Where'd you put my apps?
Frankie.
Those my apps? I know. If you look inside, the products are all inside, every single product.
Guys, while he's figuring that out, this is the worst thing you can do. The worst thing you can do in this thing is talk to a broke friend, someone who makes $50,000, $20,000 a year, and ask them, do you think I can make $100,000? Guys, let me tell you one thing. I'll let Frankie just finish this up in a minute, but I'll tell you this. This is not Amway. This is not Herbalife. This is not Mary Kay. This is nothing like you've ever seen before. This is a billion-dollar company launching another billion-dollar company, and you have an opportunity to be on the ground floor. That is just the truth. And this is nothing like you think. So one thing you want to do is say, wait a second. Let me leave my preconceived ideas out the door.
Okay, perfect. That's great. You know, so, guys, this is how you get in. You're going to see it says Get Started in Mynt. You know, this is the page. You'll see Get Started in Mynt. You're going to see there's something that says $5.95. The most you could spend in this business to make money is $595. I wish I had the opportunity you girls did and you did, Patrick, because I got in and we all got in for $1,200. We went to Highland Court. We said, listen, give us something a little cheaper, but give the same money, guys. They made it half the price, but they give you the same money.
Wow.
These are brand new. These are brand new. See, I can even prove it to you. Look. You don't see this. They don't say it. $1,000. You can say, oh, Frankie's full-time in the market. No. It says $1,000. That says $595 and there's nothing else.
Show them the double bonus.
It says double. Yeah, that's one double bonus. Yeah. But the $595, why did we do the $1,000, $1,200, which is now $595, and the shipping's free? That's it. And you just have to pay tax on the $595. He's going mad. But we got in at this price for the double bonus, and that's the $595 kit. I didn't know about everyone else, and me and Carl didn't know, but we knew if I was going to spend $595, I knew if I was going to spend $500, $600 in a business and invest $600, I knew I was going to get my 4 people. I knew it, you know? So, this is what you're saying. You're saying, I should, you know, I shouldn't, I shouldn't, you know, I don't know if I should. I think I have the money if I moved it around. I'm telling you, you should. You should do it. Patrick, you should do this. I'll tell you why. It's because one day you're saying there's always going to be bills. You're saying I have bills next week. I have school that's coming up. I have all this stuff. There's always going to be school. There's always going to be work. And there's always going to be bills. I can promise you that. One day you're going to have to take a risk on you. Why not now? I'm challenging you. Why not take a risk now? We're good people. This is brand new. Mynt's brand new. Monty's backing it. If it's not foolproof, I don't know if I can say that, but it pretty much is. You can't. It's not foolproof. But guys, I'm going to leave it at this. if you're not thinking of a couple people by the time you go to sleep tonight, if you're not thinking of like Joey would, you know, if you're thinking of a couple people like Joey would be good at this. Maybe if I didn't show Joey the plan, he's a go-getter, he likes to make money. Maybe if I didn't show him what just happened, but if I got in front of Jeff and Carlos, and I got in front of Caesar and Spencer and Frankie, if I just get him in front of them and they seen what I just seen and they heard what I just heard, he would go for something like this. Or Julie's drinking Red Bulls and Monsters like crazy, but she don't know that she's staring her stomach lining up. It's actually, it's horrible for you. You know, it's illegal in a couple countries.
Give you colon cancer.
It gives you colon cancer?
Yeah.
Really? You know, so, you know, why not give them a healthy alternative? They might not even know, you know? So, you maybe have a friend like that, or maybe you're thinking, wow, I got my friend Steven. Steven's a personal trainer. Steven's a personal trainer. That's me. I'm a personal trainer. Patrick's a personal trainer. Jeff's a personal trainer. You know, you're going, man, he's a personal trainer. He's making a bunch of money on training people. But he's sending all his clients to GNC and Vitamin Shop and bodybuilding.com. You want to know how much us personal trainers get for that? Zero. We get nothing. We get a t-shirt, right? I have lots of bodybuilding.com t-shirts. So, guys, believe me, they will love it. The products are great. I would not give my clients or my friends products unless they were really good. Caesar, how much weight did you get? How much weight? Tell me your testimony real fast on the build. Real fast. You told me last night. You can tell Caesar got built.
Since I jumped in, I was weighing 140, 143. You see me, I was really skinny. Like,
Don't make money?
Yeah, and I've been taking it for like 3 months because it's like, what, 90 days now?
Yeah.
And I gained like 20 pounds. I'm 165.
So, guys, the products are great. We didn't do the $5.95 because we wanted a bunch of product. That's not why we did it. It's the product great. We love the products. We did it because I seen double bonus, and they give you double the money for doing the same amount of work. I don't know about everyone else. I wanted double the money. That's why I did the $5.95 package. Not because I wanted a bunch of product, because I'm a businessman. And if you're not thinking of a couple people like that, if you're not thinking like, oh, he would be good, I'm going to tell you right now, don't get in. Don't get in. We don't want everyone. We don't need everyone. Everyone's not made for this business.